Welcome back, everyone, to Anything You Want, your home for untold celebrity stories, hidden emotions, and the moments the tabloids can't stop talking about. If you haven't yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, tap join to become part of our exclusive circle, and of course, like this video to show your support. Now, grab your coffee, because today's story unfolds like a European film, filled with glamour, tension, and two stars who once shared the same light but now stand under very different skies. The Rome Film Festival, known for its cinematic brilliance and elegant chaos, was illuminated once again by dazzling lights and long gowns gliding across the red carpet. Every flash captured perfection, or so it seemed, until an unexpected question shattered the composure of one of Turkey's most famous exports, Yaman. As cameras swirled around him, an Italian journalist, full of curiosity, asked with a teasing smile, "Mr. Can, did you see Demet's success at Cannes?" It was a question meant to amuse, perhaps to flatter. Instead, it hit like a spark in a room full of gas. Yaman, ever the professional, smiled faintly. His expression was calm, his charm intact. But behind that measured calmness, witnesses could almost sense the tension brewing, the same tension that once made headlines across Europe. Later, during what was meant to be a simple post-screening Q&A, the storm broke loose. A Turkish journalist, ignoring the invisible line between cinema and emotion, threw a question straight into the heart of the matter. "Mr. Can, everyone is curious. Why did you and Demet Özdemir break up? Could there be a chance of reconciliation? This is a film festival, not a platform for personal gossip. Such questions are disrespectful, to me, to her, and to this institution." The statement, though dignified, landed like thunder. Within minutes, social media exploded. Hashtags lit up. Opinions collided. Some called him rightfully defensive, others labeled him explosive once again. Hours later, as the world dissected his every gesture, Can boarded a flight to Madrid with his girlfriend, Sarah Bluma. Cameras captured the moment, his tired eyes, her silent support, and the space between them thick with unspoken tension. Sarah clutched his hand as if to anchor him in calm waters, but even love's grip seemed fragile against the weight of that night. Spanish tabloids ran wild with headlines, Sarah Bluma's serenity versus Yaman's fury. Behind the scenes, whispers grew louder. Sarah, too, was allegedly shaken by Can's inability to contain his emotions. One close source described her as disappointed but trying to understand. And just as the Italian press began questioning his professionalism, the Turkish front remained eerily quiet. In Istanbul, Demet Özdemir learned of the incident not through the press, but through friends. According to those close to her, she reacted with a calm that bordered on melancholy. "I don't want him to suffer," she said softly. "But I also don't want my name dragged into his anger anymore." Still, that silence was not without consequence. Demet reportedly decided to suspend a major collaboration with a renowned Italian fashion brand. The reason? A quiet but powerful one. "I don't want to be associated with Can in the same country ever again." Before we continue, let us ask you. Do you think Demet made the right choice by stepping back from the Italian campaign? And do you believe Can's reaction in Rome was justified, or did it cost him more than he realized? Share your thoughts in the comments below, we read every single one of them. And if you're enjoying this deep dive, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Anything You Want for more exclusive celebrity insights. The European tabloids had a field day. Demet Özdemir, a name overshadowed by Yaman's wrath, wrote one Italian daily. Another called it the endless love story that refuses to fade. Meanwhile, Can's move to Spain was painted as both an escape and a beginning, a man fleeing the storm, or seeking a new dawn, asked a Spanish columnist. But even across borders, their names refused to separate. Every mention of Can came tethered to Demet, and every headline about Demet still whispered his shadow. Demet's close friends began to notice a shift. "She's no longer trying to prove anything," said one. "Her energy has changed. She just wants peace and success, nothing more." In private conversations, Demet was heard repeating one phrase. "They say I live in the past. But that's not me anymore." Her words hinted not just at exhaustion, but evolution, the kind of quiet strength that comes after heartbreak and public scrutiny. Rumors soon followed, as they always do. A French producer reportedly approached Demet with an offer to lead a new European romantic series, set between Rome and Paris. The irony was impossible to ignore. As Can struggled to rebuild his calm in Spain, Demet was being courted for a story filmed in the very city that had just reopened their wounds. The project was described as a sweeping romance about two lovers who meet under the wrong stars, in the wrong era. A tabloid columnist called it fate mocking reality. Demet hasn't yet said yes, she's reviewing the script, contemplating the symbolism, perhaps weighing the emotional cost. But insiders believe this could mark her international rebirth, a transition from local stardom to European recognition. Back in Italy, analysts and entertainment critics began dissecting Can's behavior. One television commentator declared bluntly, "Can Yaman is charismatic, but he's also volatile. If he doesn't learn to master his emotions, his career might suffer more than he imagines." Social media became a battlefield. Some defended him passionately, "He's human. Stop judging him for emotions." Others weren't as forgiving, "He's talented, yes. But maybe talent isn't enough if anger leads the way." The hashtag #CanYaman trended again, not for a film, but for another outburst. Meanwhile, Sarah Bluma remained in Spain, appearing composed in public, but sources hinted at distance behind the scenes. Whether this marked the beginning of another heartbreak or a private healing phase, time will tell. While Can fought his public image, Demet focused on her art. Her postponed collaborations were rescheduled, this time with other European brands eager to work with her. One close friend summarized her transformation perfectly. Demet has realized that peace is more precious than any partnership. She doesn't want to shine through scandals anymore, but through her success. She stopped attending red carpets for a while, preferring closed-door creative meetings. For Demet, fame had once been a reflection of love. Now, it was an act of self-preservation. And yet, despite oceans, careers, and decisions, there remains a strange symmetry between them, as if their lives, though separated, still echo each other's rhythm. Two hearts that once beat in unison now move in opposite directions, yet always under the same constellation of public curiosity. Can's anger may have burned bright, but Demet's silence glows longer. He reacted with fire, she replied with stillness. Two responses to pain, equally human, equally revealing. And so, dear viewers, we reach the end of another emotional chapter in the story of two stars whose paths refuse to stop crossing, whether by fate, coincidence, or the restless fascination of the public eye. What do you think? Is this the final act of their shared story, or just another intermission before destiny writes them back together? Share your thoughts below, your voice is what keeps anything you want alive. Don't forget to subscribe, tap the join button to support us directly, and hit that like if you want more in-depth stories from the glamorous yet fragile world of fame. Until next time, this is Anything You Want, reminding you that in the world of celebrities, silence can sometimes speak louder than words.